everyone, this is Joe, aka Phoenix, and welcome to my new channel, Real Poke Talk. I decided to make this channel to document the average Joe playing Pokemon Go, and also to go over all of the new and up-and-coming things in the city of Rialto. A few months ago, I started playing more Pokemon Go in the city of Rialto, and I did notice that there weren't a lot of Pogo players that were actively raiding. Though we are a work in progress, I'm proud to say that that definitely has changed. A big part of that has to do with the new Rialto server that was created by Bloody, aka 1less0, and Shadow. Now that our community is growing, right now is a perfect time to document our progress. As of right now, our city has 26 gyms, which for a city our size is definitely not bad, but we definitely have a lot of potential and room to grow. By this time next year, I would like to double the amount of gyms we have. How, you may ask? Well, as of right now, the only way to do that is by playing a whole other game called Ingress and reaching level 10. The great thing is that I've been playing Ingress, and as of about a week ago, I reached level 10. So now I have the ability to submit portals, which then translate to Pokéstops and gyms. Now the candidates for a portal are historic landmarks, any type of artwork, a church, a post office, a library, even a fire or police station, but as long as it's out of the way of a emergency vehicle for safety reasons, of course. Now, just because you submit a portal submission and it gets accepted, doesn't mean that it'll automatically be converted to a Pokestop. I would say about 95% of portals in Ingress are Pokestops. Now, if you have a Pokestop and there's a certain amount of them within a certain proximity of each other, then the oldest Pokestop there will turn into a Pokemon gym. If you want more information on that, I definitely recommend that you look into Trainer Tips video about how to add Pokestops and gyms. He gives a lot more detailed information there. But now you can see why I'm excited about all this new construction. Going to the 10 Freeway and Riverside Avenue, on that side, they created a whole new Walmart shopping center, and that is actually closer to Rialto Park. So that has a lot of potential there. And then if we go to the opposite side, which is closer to where I live, off the 210 Freeway and Riverside Avenue, more specifically Ayala, right off of that exit, there's a whole new shopping center there called Renaissance Parkway. There's a new 24-hour fitness, Panda Express, Starbucks, El Pollo Loco, The Habit. There's a bunch of things that are in the process of being built also, like Olive Garden, Sonic's, Norm's, Cracker and Barrel. But also there's a Cinemark there, which if you haven't been is really nice. They actually have a bistro inside the theater, which is really fancy. And they have a format called D-Box, where the seats are actually on hydraulics and they react to the movie that you watch. It's pretty crazy. So if you haven't tried it out, I recommend that you try it out at least once. It's definitely worth the experience. So with that being said, I actually have submitted 2 portal submissions for the theater itself, which if done right, you can have about 4 portal submissions for just the theater. Of course, there's a lot of potential all throughout the whole shopping center. There's fountains there and other hangout areas. And I mentioned hangout areas because there can be sculptures and artwork there. Again, more potential. And of course, the Starbucks there and the Sprint store, those will also be Pokestops, and then maybe even gyms. Now, the great thing about that area is that it connects to will connect to Jerry Eves Park. And the reason why this is important is for potential community days. Now, a great place to host a community day is at a park because it's easier to gather there and get people together. But if you're looking for higher spawn rates, especially for those shinies, you want to go to a commercial area like Renaissance Parkway, which is what makes that area so perfect because it connects to each other. The thing that makes it a trifecta is that there's a Sprint store right in between those 2 areas. And the reason why that is important is because the Sprint store is actually, or Sprint is actually a sponsor of Pokemon Go. And just on my past experience of going to other community days, specifically San Diego, they actually had a lot of freebies to give away when they worked with the community out there. So that's definitely a perfect area for a future community day. Now going past that, if we're looking over a few exits over off of Pepper Avenue, they just built a new on-ramp there, and they're also talking about putting a whole new shopping center there. Specifically, they're talking about eco-friendly and energy efficient were the words that they use, and they said they'll put a lot of bike trails there, as well as a lot of artwork. Again, Pokéstops and gyms is where my mind goes, so that's definitely great. Also, if you go up on Colinas, they're going to put more bike trails there, and then over off of Cactus, they're almost done on Joe Sampson Park, so that's near completion. Of course, everyone knows parks for more Pokéstops and gyms there. And they said they're going to put a lot of exercise equipment, and that's another thing they look out for. Exercise equipment is pretty much guaranteed at Pokéstop. So we have those opportunities there. And that's only focusing on all the new construction. If we go back and look all down Riverside Avenue, there are a lot of potentials for more stops and gyms that simply were missed the first time around by the Ingress players that came around first time. I assume because they probably don't live in the area and they just submitted whatever was there, but there's a lot of opportunities. I currently am focusing on that area, Riverside Avenue, to try to connect downtown to the upper side over by the 210 and Riverside Avenue. I want to connect those two areas, so that's what I'm currently focusing on. Because as of right now, you can only submit 14 portal submissions every 14 days, and I just submitted all 14 about a week ago when I became level 10. A couple more things I did want to mention is that we did also create a new Facebook page, which you should definitely check out. Either go to Facebook and search Pokémon Go Rialto, or Google it, of course. That's to find it. If not, I put it in the description of this video, as well as a few other links on the things that we spoke about today. So that'll be there. Also remember to comment if you guys have any opinions or even criticism, as long as it's constructive criticism. I'll definitely look into that. Any little bit will help. Keep in mind this is my first YouTube video doing this, so if there's any negativity or anything, just bad, probably won't even read it. I'll probably just delete it, to be honest. So yeah, we hope to do this more in the future. When I say we, also I plan on sharing my time here with Bloody, aka 1 Lesson 0. He sometime may take the camera, and you'll follow him on his adventures. So keep an eye out for that as well. Remember to like and comment and subscribe to the channel, and also to click on the little bell icon to get notifications if you want to see these videos pop up. That's been a little taste of Rialto. Hope you guys appreciate it, and thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye.